Saturday morning. It's about 6:30 a.m., July 5th. One set of cuts that Trump or Elon or whoever made that I never understood is why gut the National Weather Service? I mean, it's weather. People need to know about severe weather. People need to be able to prepare for severe weather. And I think that is something that was also confusing to me because, when you think about hurricanes, flooding, tornadoes, because of how we have geographically distributed ourselves over the last couple decades, moving to areas that align with our politics, I think objectively severe weather disproportionately negatively impacts red states. I mean, hurricanes and flooding, that's the Southeast. Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, South Carolina, Georgia, North Carolina, Tennessee. And tornadoes, Tornado Alley, Texas, Arkansas, Missouri, Kansas, Iowa, Nebraska. It's all red states. And I'm just like, why? I mean, if you think that global warming is bullshit, that's one thing. But you still have to have a National Weather Service. I mean, you put RFK Jr. in charge of medical stuff. He's got his ideology when it comes to medicine and vaccines. But why would you fuck with weather forecasts? I never understood it. I still don't understand it. I have no idea why anyone would do that. And now we see the impact of that, especially when you gut FEMA. People in those states disproportionately benefit from FEMA. FEMA's gone. And then yesterday we see this massive flash flooding in Texas from rain. And dozens and dozens and dozens of people are dead and missing, including kids from a camp that got flooded. Their entire cabins washed away that were full of kids screaming for somebody to come save them. And the officials were like, the forecast we got from the National Weather Service was fucked. It was completely wrong. It was completely inadequate. It was wrong. And based on those forecasts, these officials made decisions to not evacuate people because the National Weather Service told them that they were going to get dramatically less rain than what actually happened. The very strong implication being that if the proper people had still been in place, if the proper funding had still been in place, if that proper structure had still been in existence as it was 6 months ago, that they would have had the correct information. They would have had the correct forecast. They would have evacuated people who are now dead or missing, including kids from a camp. How can you be politically against weather and weather forecasting? How do you have a political ideology against giving people adequate, accurate information ahead of time so that they can be evacuated and their lives can be saved from flooding? How is someone politically against that? And it's Texas, man, a state that Trump won by a huge margin. I'm sure that there are parents whose kids are dead or missing who voted for Trump. And it cost them their children. Because Trump is anti-weather for some reason. How do you be against weather and against proper normal weather forecasting? I mean, is it some religious thing? I know they fucking hate science. But do they really hate weather forecasting? I mean, if you've seen video from the flooding and how fast this water was moving, and now these parents are trying to figure out where their kids' bodies ended up, if they'll ever be found. I mean, we had a couple instances of that a few years ago down along the Central Coast, and there was one 5-year-old kid who was ripped out of his mother's arms in floodwaters. They didn't find his body for 2 years. And somebody found it by chance. And there are dozens of kids that are dead or missing. And that's what these parents' lives are going to become now, trying to find their kids' bodies. Because Donald Trump hates weather. Republicans apparently hate weather. And we just started month 2 of hurricane season. And we have no functioning National Weather Service, and we have no FEMA. And it's like, you can be mad at people for voting for Donald Trump all you want. I don't have kids. Most of my friends do. And this bullshit politics is costing people their children's lives. How do you have a political stance against weather forecasting?